Hello, I'm Renee Esquivel, and you're tuned into my YouTube channel, Technologist on the Go. That video you just saw, that was shot on this GoPro Hero 8 camera. This one has the media mod, but you don't need it for night lapse photography. I'll walk you through the settings I used on the camera. But I do want to set a proper expectation, and that is something I did not get from any of the YouTubers I saw, not one. So I will first tell you what the GoPro Hero 8 camera, or your version, it could be the 9, 10, etc., what it will not do. It's not going to produce a video that you can just watch on your computer or stream to your TV screen. It's not going to produce that video for you. You're going to have to create that video. We'll get into that momentarily. Also, all the JPEG files that it will shoot at night with the dark sky, they're going to be unusable. They'll be dark. Too dark to see anything on it. What will be usable are the GoPro RAW files that it will create at the same time. They are files with the .gpr extension. But even those are not going to be ready for you to drop into a timeline when you create your short movie. You're going to have to edit them. All this we'll get into, at least at a high level, in just a moment. And as I said, you'll need to edit those raw files. You'll want to denoise them of any of the noise that can happen from the camera, the aperture, the nighttime clouds getting in the way. You have to denoise it. You have to adjust the black levels. You have to adjust the highlights. You have to adjust the shadows. And as you do it, your images are just going to start to pop and come alive. But you'll have to do that. Let's get into the hardware requirements. Other than the GoPro Hero camera, having one, you'll need a tripod. I have a Manfrotto B-Free tripod. I do not use an Amazon. I have an Amazon Basics tripod too, but I wouldn't use it for the GoPro camera. You want it to be sturdy. Even gentle breezes that or slightly rock that cheap Amazon tripod, well, that won't happen if it's a quality tripod. And small little movements, however micro they small they are, can mess up your shots. So you want a good tripod. You'll also want a battery pack. Otherwise you aren't gonna shoot for very long with your GoPro camera. It's gonna drain out that battery. I used the battery pack I used. I ran it for almost 7 hours, and it used up 30% of the battery. And so my estimate was that I should be able to get at least 21 hours of continuous footage, plus whatever then the battery in the GoPro camera would have as well. So a good battery pack, you'll easily be able to run the camera as long as you need, and very likely that'll just be overnight. Now, after you've shot your files, and before you go into post-editing, you are going to have to convert those GoPro RAW files to Adobe DNG files. Adobe set the standard for RAW files, and that format is a .dng, Delta November Golf. You will need to go ahead and convert the GoPro RAW. The GoPro RAW files are based on Adobe standards, but they have some nuances for the GoPro camera. Windows will not read them natively. Mac OS will not read them natively. But once you convert them to DNG, you can use. I'm a Mac guy, so Preview was able to see them just fine. iMovie could see them, so you have to convert them to DNG files. And the utility I use to convert them is a free one from Adobe, and there isn't much they give that is free. And it's called the Adobe DNG Converter. And that can read those GoPro RAW files and then save them as DNG. Okay. Now, once you've created those DNG files, you will need to edit them. I used an app called Photometer. You can use Adobe Lightroom or Acrobat, or not Acrobat, but Photoshop. You can use those, but those are expensive, paid apps on a monthly subscription. Photometer is freeware, and it was very straightforward for me to use. I wouldn't say that I just ran it and, oh, I know what to do. But I did use a AI to point out, what menu options to hit and all that. But you will need to edit your raw file, so you're going to get a lot of experience doing things you otherwise would not even fathom. When you're done editing those raw files, you'll export them as high quality JPEG files or PNG files. And then that's when you can launch your video editing software. I use iMovie. Yeah, sometimes people laugh at that, but iMovie is very, very functional and does most of what I would need to do. So I haven't felt the need to justify spending money on Final Cut for the Apple side. Even DaVinci Resolve, which is free, it's not as intuitive, not intuitive at all to me compared to iMovie. So import your images into iMovie, set up your timeline, and then export that as a video, and that's when you'll get something like what you saw at the start of this video, or even better. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video and you want to give this a stab, these are the settings that you want to use on your GoPro Hero camera. You want to be in night lapse mode, and the only way you're going to see those settings is to put your GoPro into photo mode. You won't see it if it's on video. Okay, night lapse, you can see lenses wide, shutters 30 seconds, outputs raw. That has to be raw. If it's not raw, you're not going to get anything usable. Okay, on the ProTune side, your ISO minimum is 200, your max is 800, your white balance is 3200K. That'll help produce good, capture good quality color. Balancing your white. Sharpness is low because you might think high, but that's going to end up injecting algorithm AI type stuff in there, and it's just going to mess the image up. Keep it low. And color flat doesn't mean like a flat tire. It's either trying to just let the natural color come in, or let GoPro, that's the other option, enhance it. You don't want enhancements. You're going to shoot raw, and you're going to be able to improve the quality of your image in post-processing. These are the settings. Thank you for watching, and like I said, if you want me to actually go through and show all the steps involved, I can do that, but just give me enough feedback so that I know it will be worth the effort. Again, thank you for watching.